What is up, guys? I got another little recap coming to you, and I do apologize. I have been on vacation for the past week or so, which has been awesome. I went down to the beach, had some good crawfish. It was a good time. But yeah, hopefully I'll be coming out with more good content. If you saw my video recently, you know I was at the beach as well. And we also do have a DWA versus RWCS war that's coming up, so that's going to be a really fun war. Make sure to follow me on Twitch, and I'll be hosting all the people who are streaming, as well as streaming myself. And I'll probably actually make a video once I know the stream schedule to be able to share that. But yeah, I also am a little bit sick, so hopefully by the time the stream comes around, I'll be feeling better, so that I'll be full energy for the stream. But anyway, as you can see, this war, it was just a farm war. A lot of farm bases, a couple of real bases, but not too many. We did actually go ahead and indulge them by putting our town hall outside for the top two, so they just attacked those. But as you can see, we did still clear all their bases and stuff. So go and start the recap here with iTzu, and he's going to do a little GoVa attack. Basically just going to... as you see over here on the east side, there's a gap between the mortar and the wizard tower right there. So if he can get all his Valks going up into that little section right there with the air defense, they're pretty much all going to go to the core. So that's really what he's aiming for here. Going to send in his queen sort of to break the funnel down there on the southeast, and it ends up not working out. Some do still sort of go around, just a split second off. If that had gone down quicker, those might have all gone to the core. But he does have just enough go to the core with a perfect tome timing to be able to take down the Inferno Tower. Does miss the freeze, but still having his king alive and under rage right here with his ability, it's going to push through pretty nicely to be able to take out that Inferno Tower, as the queen is going to continue pathing around. Does still have some barbs and Valks up there on the north that are pathing around to be able to help out, and they are just going to converge over here on the west side. Still does have queen ability as well, and they're just going to come through really nicely to be able to take out the rest of this base, as he does. Well, yep, there he goes, pops queen ability, takes out the archer tower, and everything comes north, take out that last barracks. So, very nice attack there to iTzu. iTzu, by the way, from Dark Looter, still visiting the clan in preparation for the DWA RWCS war. Next attack, we're going to come down to number 2, where we have been doing a little GiVa attack, I guess. This is new meta style base, and really what he's going to do here, if you'll notice, there's a hole by the Inferno Towers, and that's new meta. That's actually kind of a way of saying, hey, trip my giant bombs before you start the raid, and it's going to help you out. And that's that's very smart of this guy Juan Lin, in order to leave his hole by the base with the giant bombs there. So he's going to do a little queen walk, just going to send in a buttload of giants, a buttload of Valks, and everything's going to path through real nicely here. Going to go and earthquake the core, get the rage down. Does have some CC troops that didn't come out, but they're going to be able to take them out really easily. Does get the heal and freeze down, so they're able to get through the Inferno Tower before it comes back and takes away the healing ability. Also, I almost missed it, but if you look up here, these wall breakers that came in the north to take out these freestanding walls, that really was one of the big things that helped out the raid. If those walls hadn't gone down, this probably would have been a high percentage 1-star, but fortunately, since those walls, these random walls up here in the north, since they did go down, it did end up happening to be a 3-star. So very, very good foresight there, knowing that those walls needed to go down. He does, as you can see, the healers are all pathing through really nicely with the Valks and his heroes, and that's really good planning on his part, I guess. That actually was a good idea, because all these air defense are over here on the northwest side. So really, not until the very end of the raid are the healers under any sort of threat. So he's just going to be able to pop the queen ability right there, and all those air defense are going to go down so quickly that everything's going to be pretty much full health for the rest of the raid, as they're going to take out this last expo and then still be full health for farming after. So that's real nice as well, to be able to get more farm attacks in. Next attack, coming down to number 9. We have BlackTiger. BlackTiger also from Dark Looters. I think, I could be wrong about that, but he was in the Dark Looters mixed scrim, so I think. But he's just going to basically do a GoVaHo attack, I guess. Really, no, doesn't have a golem in the CC, so just a VaHo. Almost does lose his healers right there to the Valk, which would have been real bad. But as you can see, it does work out in his favor, as the queen is going to walk up. Does have to actually use a rage pretty early, and ends up having to pop her ability as well with all this trash in the CC, which is a bit unfortunate. But it ends up being fine. Does have to use another rage, Once she's past that, all the Valks are going in now at this point, and you'll see that they're just going to be able to get through these Inferno Towers, Enemy Queen, everything really easily. Does go and get that freeze down in such a way that he's going to be able to take advantage of the heal. Actually, there's quite a bit of Valks right there. That freeze was late. Oh shoot, I lost my pen. But it is, it's fine. The King's going to be able to take out that Inferno Tower and does have enough Valks to be able to rip through those last Teslas and the Inferno Tower that's still up. At that point, just going to send in his Hogs over there on the east side. They have really good tanking right now, as you can see, and really no giant bomb threats at all down there on the south. It's really all in the north, so they're just going to path through really nicely to be able to get through these last point defenses. Doesn't have a heal or anything for them. Luckily, the healers do split off and go over there toward them, but I don't think it really mattered. I think his heroes would have still been able to path through the base on their own, but it does obviously work out for him, as they're going to be able to take out these last point defenses and plenty of cleanup working around getting out the rest of this base. So very nice attack to BlackTiger. Next attack, coming down to the Town Hall 9s, we have Fang doing a mass Valk attack, and this is another new meta style base. Really what he's going to do with this base design is put all his high HP buildings over here on the west side, and that's going to be very good because it's going to mean his defenses are closer together, right? So they're going to be able to do more damage close, right? So that's very good of JSW and his base design here. But Fang is just going to take the approach of drop everything in a hole, bend over, tuck your knees, and pray, and it does actually work out for him, as you can see here. It didn't really, the baseline is very good, but he was able to get around it with that really good plan of dropping everything in a hole and praying. So very good job by Fang of that. Does have some goblins and a couple wizards over there to help take out the rest of those buildings, as everything is pathing through really nicely, taking out the rest of his base. Nothing else really I can say about this. This was a stupid war. Thanks Supercell for allowing this to still be in the game and making people have a reason to do such a thing. Next attack, and our last attack, this is a semi-real attack. We have Leonidas going in doing a GoVaHo. And this is almost more of like a CB or Shattered GoVaHo style, I guess, because really he has 28 Hogs and is just going to be sort of a mass Hog. He's just sort of going to have just enough Valks and his Golem to be able to get right to the core, because the only real place that giant bombs can be is in the southwest side over here, or southeast side and northwest side. So by having his Hogs and stuff go around there, not his Hogs, his Valks go to the core, there's no real giant bomb threat anymore, right? So he's just going to get that, get his Valks inside, get that jump down. Does actually burn a actually doesn't burn a rage, just has a jump for them. But use the King ability right there. The Queen walking actually probably helps out a little bit, because she's going to be able to actually take out a giant bomb right there in this little moat. But the Hogs are passing through really nicely. Does have 3 heals for them as well, as they're going to be basically full health for the rest of this base. They do hit a giant bomb on cleanup, which is a bit unfortunate. I thought there was a giant bomb there. I guess they avoided it. Maybe it was just singles. I don't know. Maybe they just avoided it. Did get the wizards down late over there on the east side, especially having these 3 defenses that can't be reached on the edge. Or not defenses, but buildings. Luckily, these Hogs do go to the middle, and they do sort of converge back on the south. But, he just has way too many Hogs still alive. They do hit a giant bomb right there, which would have been hilarious if they had died and caused them to fail the raid. But it's okay. They're able to take out that Dark Elixir storage for a nice 3-star here from Leonidas. Just a old tried and true attack. But yeah, really it was a stupid war. I hate these wars. I wasn't in it, but still it's very frustrating to have wars like that. They did use almost all their attacks, and almost all their attacks on our 1 and 2. So actually did use all their attacks on our 1 and 2 and only got 1 star, but I don't know, pretty frustrating. We do have more good content coming. We're actually in a real good war right now, which is coming down to the wire. Yeah, it's coming down to it. They have a Town Hall 10 triple and a Town Hall 9.5 triple. But as you can see, though, going back to this war, it really is, it's dumb. It was nice that we got a perfect. I guess some good practice on people working on Inferno Towers, but, whatever. Anyway, thanks, guys, for watching the video. Sorry it wasn't the best content. I will have more content coming to you. Make sure to subscribe to me on Twitch to watch the RWCS versus DWA war that's going to be this weekend. And yeah, thanks to my clan for the great content. Peace.